Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Rimworld. Heavily modded version of Rimworld, by the way. Very heavily modded, but that's okay. We're having a lot of fun with it. The last time that we were here in Rimworld, we had a little bit of a problem, didn't we, folks? Gonna adjust my microphone a little bit here while I get myself arranged. Hello out there in YouTube land. I see a couple of people are already starting to get tuned in, and that is a wonderful thing. So, yeah, we're going to jump back into Rimworld tonight again, and it's going to be a fun time, I think. Hopefully we have no problem surviving. Oh, boy. We had all kinds of issues last night when we were playing the game. We got raided a few times, more than a few times. It was very difficult, and I am surprised that we actually survived the encounters. As you can see, we already, we have a dead body here still. The colonist who was going to join in with us, the 50-year-old woman who was going to join in with us, was murdered in the raid. The rest of the raid kind of went badly. And right now we've got some people that are still recovering, and hopefully we can, before the next set of raids kind of kick in, hopefully we can get ourselves a little bit better defended than what we have been, because, oh boy, definitely a nightmare. So anyways, welcome to the show, and let's see what we can do this evening to completely screw ourselves up. We have some crops that are coming in. This is the rice. This is ready to be harvested and sent to our food chain over here. We have some potatoes, I'm assuming. No, corn. We have some corn that's getting ready to come in as well. That's good. And hey, we got some money sitting over there. Why is that 500 silver just sitting there doing nothing? That's kind of weird. We'll have to have people take care of that. So right now, Maverick, our go-to guy here, he is currently recovering in the hospital, our hospital with the trees. He's recovering in the hospital right now, and he's in a pretty foul mood, as you guys can see. In fact, he's probably going to maybe even go into a break, but we don't know for sure. He got knocked out in the battle. He is currently recovering and not having a very good day of it. Let me see what kind of health problems he's got going on. He has 3 gunshot wounds. He was stabbed, and he's got a moderate amount of blood loss. Now, everything has been bandaged up, not really necessarily all that well, but Cell is not too bad of a doctor, so hopefully she can keep him going. Yeah, Cell herself is injured. Let's see. She's got a double pump shotgun wounds going on. She has a moderate amount of blood loss going on as well. So hopefully she will go ahead and, yeah, she's going to go ahead and rest in the hospital also. Right now we've got Young is getting ready to sow some plants over here again. Furco is grinding some corn, and Clay is doing some research. Hopefully we can get the research done in a reasonable amount of time. We shall see. But yeah, hopefully everybody will be enjoying tonight. Yes, this is a Steam game. It's available on Steam right now. I think the last time I looked, it's about $20 to buy the game. And I'll tell you what, it's really well worth the investment. I ended up getting it when it was still very much in early alpha status. It was, I think it was the beginning of last year, actually, when I ended up purchasing it. when I bought it, it was on sale for $10. I got it for half off because I was like one of the early investors with it. And it was definitely a worthwhile deal for me to do. Because I have gotten about 180-ish hours worth of playtime out of the game. And if you kind of look at the idea of video games compared to movies, if I was to spend that much money, if I was just to go out one evening for a 2-hour movie and maybe some popcorn, it would cost me, $30 just to go myself and get popcorn and pop, to last through the movie. So if I paid $10 for this game and I got 180 at least hours of game time play out of it, worth of enjoyment out of it, literally, then it's definitely a worthwhile amount of money to spend, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how I look at video games. If I'm getting the amount of entertainment per minute sort of thing that I would from watching a movie or whatever the case may be, then it's definitely worthwhile to me to do. So I'm going to prioritize the furnaces here are having issues. They ran out of juice fuel, so I'm going to have him come over here and prioritize filling those things back up so that we don't run out of power and have our cooler in our freezer zone here go out, because that would be a really bad situation. So right now it is 29 degrees outside. Fall is most definitely on its way out. We're coming into wintertime here really soon. And we need to start getting things arranged here for them to try to survive the winter time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it here for a second. I'm going to set up a little bit of heat for these guys so that they don't start having issues with getting way too cold during the night, because that will happen. And that can get pretty ugly. So I'm not going to too much worry about the kitchen. I know the kitchen is going to get like really cold. Right now it's 7 degrees. Actually, I probably should go ahead and put something in the kitchen too. This is where normally my usual thing that I do with spreading the heat from the cooling units and stuff throughout the facility. It is a failure at this point in time because of the way that I had to set this place up. So I'm going to set up some heaters all over the place. I'm going to put vents in the rooms where I want the heat to be shared into. So it'd be things like these. These guys already have vents. There's a vent right there already, so not going to worry about that one too much. I wish I could block this off. I wonder... It's going to be a little while. It's actually going to be quite a while at the amount of research that we're getting right now for us to be able to make use of these steam geysers. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and block this geyser room off. I'll put a door there in case somebody gets trapped or in case the animals want to go in and out. But what I can do then is I can set up a vent right here. And this room right here, because of these generators and batteries being here, this area right here is going to get really, 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 really warm. So I can use that warmth to, again, spread through the rest of the place so that that's like one less thing that I have to power up and keep running in order to keep it all heated. So we'll let them take care of that. Who's cowering? He's oh, okay. So we've got, oh, one of the merchants went berserk. What? Because he's depressive? You guests, I'm telling you, these guests are like not worth the trouble half the time. I'm telling you. Now he's beating up on the dog. tell you what. Okay, so Maverick and Cell, they healed up all the way. Let's do this. We're gonna let's see. How can I manage this? Because I know I can try to arrest somebody. Do I have to have him in that mode? I know Maverick literally just got healed up, so I don't know. Let's see. Well, okay, he's right now. He's in there right now. This guy that's Berserk, he's in there right now with his own people. So I'm gonna let them. Yeah, they handled him. They handled him. He's unconscious at the moment. Oh, sorry. She's unconscious at the moment. I need to set Clay up. I noticed there that he was cowering. I need to set him up so that he goes into combat mode if he gets like attacked by an animal, or like in case of that, you know, where somebody went berserk and stuff. So, okay. How's Clay doing on clothing anyway? Did he end up grabbing a parka and stuff? Yeah, he did. Okay. Good. I think everybody's handled for the wintertime because I'm not seeing any complaints about being frozen or getting really cold or anything like that. So let's set these. My game is halting here on me for some reason. There we go. It had to think. It got me concerned there for a moment. I'm going to set these to haul them urgently so that we can get them inside. Because we will need to get that in there. It's not too bad because it is all refrigerated at the moment because of the temperature that's outside. So it's not going to go bad real fast, but it's also having the decay issue by being exposed to the outdoors. So go ahead and have them haul it urgently and we'll go from there. What? Harriet. Who is Harriet? Oh, it's a baby. He killed off a baby. He killed off one of my puppies. You get out of here. No, no, not acceptable. Not acceptable. They killed a puppy in his sleep. And now, no. No. This is not acceptable. This is absolutely not acceptable.
Why did he kill a puppy? No. Execution. This deserves capital punishment.
My daughter is saying that this deserves capital punishment.
Don't deny, you're thinking the same exact thing.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to kill him if I can here.
Yes. Just make it look like an accident.
Yeah, it's just an accident. There was nothing that happened here. Yep. Pickle's been shot to death, got a headshot, instant death. I don't know how that happened. It's really strange. This sort of thing ended up occurring out of nowhere. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Don't know what occurred there.
Terrible accident.
Terrible accident.
It's been like a training accident or something?
Yeah, maybe it was a training accident. Yeah. Must have been. Those terrible training accidents. Yeah, that was just not acceptable to start whacking on my dog like that, man. They were awfully disappointed in their stay, and they've had enough of us. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've had enough of you guys too. Who was that, anyways? What faction were they? Ernie. They were the Ernie faction. Rubber ducky, you're the one. That poor puppy, man. Poor Harriet. She'll become a meal, though.
Wow. So, you execute a guy over killing a puppy, and then you're gonna...
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let the meat go to waste.
Fine.
That's just wasteful.
Bury the poor little bones, give it a nice little grave. Yeah, Dada.
He's damn lucky we're not a cannibal.
I guess.
I got 2 bodies here that are waiting to be taken care of.
Feed it to the dogs, it's fine.
Yeah, the dogs can eat it. Make some kibble out of them. You know, actually, I could. Hang on. Hang on. I'm not gonna waste any more meat on them dogs. We can make it into make the kibble out of human meat.
See?
Yeah.
He killed a puppy, so let the doggies eat the guy.
Yeah.
This is only fair.
See, we can make it out of human meat right there.
You're welcome.
Let's see. I don't know if this is gonna give bad moodlets to these people or not.
This is totally normal. What are you talking about?
Let's see. Butcher. Do I have to set it up in a different way for butchering people as opposed to creatures? Let me see. No. I can just do. There we go. I just won't do it to the colonists' meat. Yeah. There we go. That works. This game can be really sick, I'm telling you. It's vengeance, though. See, we're getting revenge for Harriet by making the kibble for the rest of the dogs out of the meat of the person that killed Harriet. It's justice. This is Western. This game is like the Wild West. Okay, this is Western justice. This is how we handle shit here. This is how we get shit done in this world. Those puppies are gonna eat that kibble and be like, "See, yep, shouldn't have fucked with Harriet." That's what you get, cowboy. Cowboy is gonna eat him and be like, "Yeah, see, mess with my puppy, you see what happens." Sorry about the F-bomb if you guys are offended. Oh well.
I didn't even know you did the F-bomb. Wow. I'm sitting right next to you.
A hare is pregnant. Okay, so here we go. We finally got one of the researches done. We've got Agriculture 1 finished.
Is it Harriet?
It's Harriet. Yes.
Is she being reborn?
She's being reborn. Yes. Yes. That's a terrible, terrible joke there, Crystal. Anyways, so we got Agriculture 1 done, which means that we can now plant different types of plants that are now available to us. Although we're not going to be able to until springtime anyways, but they're going to move on to doing stockpile crates, which is going to help out quite a bit. We can store a lot more things within a very small area, which we have to deal with right now. So that will be very helpful. Let's see. So they're hauling. He's researching again. That's good. Did I finish mining down here? Oh, I see. It exposed a new area. That's what happened here. Well, we can go ahead and mine out the plasteel. I have plans for this section right here. I'm going to build a different structure down here. This is going to be our zone for creative purposes. Basically, it's going to be the storage zone for. See, damn it! There's that wall, the mud pit that we have to deal with over here. Is that whole thing messed up? Yeah, it is. Erg. We're gonna all kinds of ingenuity here. All right, so yeah, we'll have to do it this way. That's fine. We can do that. We're gonna build the storage crates anyways, so we'll be able to do that over here. Let me see. How far much over can I go? Not really very much. Gosh, we're so limited in this spot. I totally chose like the wrong place to build on this map. I really did. It was a total mistake, but oh well. A little too late to do anything about it now. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna switch things around here a little bit. I still need them to set mine that. I canceled that accidentally. So how about if we do this? Because this area over here is buildable. Pardon me for a moment here, guys, while I try to get myself figured out. See, there's that stupid mud again. Arg. Oh, what a pain in my butt, man. Ugh. Can I go up this way? Okay. Here's what we'll do. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to set this up so that there's a door here, a door here. I'll leave the doors elsewhere without. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them use this zone right here for storage. And this zone right here, well, wait a minute. Yeah, this zone for storage, this zone for the production tables that we're going to need. So we're going to move basically the research table down to here. We're going to move the tailoring loom down to here and set up the rest of our crafting area in this little section right here. Yeah, and then this will be the new stockpile zone. We're just going to basically translate this over to here. And that way they're close to the resources that they're going to use to produce things, and they're going to kind of have it all in one area. So let me set this stockpile zone up here. We're going to take the stockpile zone here and copy its settings, and then we're going to paste the settings into here. And then what we can do is just delete this stockpile zone. So the items that are here are still going to be okay to sit here. They're not going to decay because they're underneath the roof. But as the people get time to haul, they'll haul the items back and forth over into here. And I also, I never did this with the animals this time around. I'm going to go ahead and set these guys up for obedience training. And basically what they can do, the adult huskies are capable of hauling. So if I can train them up to become haulers, then the animals will do all of the hauling within the zone that they've been assigned to. So since they're all assigned to the animal area, they'll haul anything that needs to be hauled within the animal area. Yeah, I would totally love to build a bunker. You know, usually on maps, I try to look for areas that I could actually build into the stone and create basically the bunker within a mountain. Next playthrough, we may do that. There's just not the space for it as it stands, unfortunately. Okay, so they got that done. They got that done. All right, so let me go ahead and yeah, we're gonna have to build a copy of this over here. Yeah, I know it's got a bad temperature. Oh, geez, I need to do something with the temperature in these zones too, don't I? Ah, what a pain. We'll just toss the heater down into here and vent it along. That'll work. Okay, so they're going to come down here, build this here. I cannot... Yeah, I can't actually reinstall this over here. I think I'm just going to leave this up here for right now. Just for right now. Yeah. And then as we go here, I'm gonna designate some more here to be mined out so that I can expand out the storage area. But if we can get that storage boxes done pretty soon, the storage crates done pretty soon, I won't have to worry too much about the size of the storage area. It should be at least reasonable. So, oh, the person was knocked down. That was knocked out for attacking and everything over here. They just died. Oh well, more human meat for the the kibble, I guess. Oh, good. My dogs are getting pregnant again. I guess I better make sure of how things are set here, too, because we've got all that leather that's still sitting there. And I don't know if they're actually set up to do the leather over into here. Are they? Raw resources. Where is the leather at on these? Okay, it's under textiles for manufactured. Well, they're set up to do the textiles here, so I don't know why they haven't hauled the stuff away. It's a little weird. I guess maybe they're just prioritizing other things. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do that because right now everything's kind of set to... everything's kind of in the way as far as the doors and stuff like that is concerned. And it's kind of messing with our interior temperatures here. Which we don't want. Because, see, this door is held open. So it's getting the cold air from the freezer. Same with this one here. So it's like the heater is fighting against the cold. The cold air from the coolers. We got another club or something. Yeah, okay, that rifle. Blocking the way there. I need to have him grab one of the rifles, too. I forgot to have him pick that up again. There we go. So now this room should get warmed up. Yeah, it's getting warmed up now. So now they'll be able to... These machines and stuff will work more efficiently with the warmth. Okay, so we need to make sure power is getting to this area here. It is not. Power is good. Phenomenal cosmic power. We're just going to go ahead and set that up like that. That should be good enough for right now. Give them a little bit of light here and there. Otherwise, they get a bad mood for being in the dark. I'm scared of the dark. Come on, Daddy. Alrighty. What dinged on me here? Oh, okay. So now these guys all have tattered clothing, which means their clothing is wearing out. Yeah, I may have to reset some things as far as their clothing is concerned, but you know what? These chunks are kind of taking up space. I'm gonna go ahead and have them haul them urgently. They'll bring them into the dumping area. I think we set up a dumping area, didn't we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, it's over there. And that way they can keep putting stuff here. Because those will just take up room on the floor. So they can't actually put anything more down. They're all wearing top hats and stuff now. Have they never ever actually buried this this colonist yet? Oh, no, they didn't. They've still got her sitting there. Yeah, we kind of need to have them bury her. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I think the mass grave actually isn't set up for accepting colonists. Let me see. Isn't it? Oh, yeah, no, I'll have to actually create a grave separate for them. We'll just put it there, I guess. Oop, nope. There. That should be good enough. There's a corpse of an emu there that's so decayed it's just bones. It's just bones. Okay, what do we got going on now? Okay, so Maverick is having a mental break, and he is now hiding in his room, or that's what he's on his way to do. He's going to hide in his room. He's just had enough of the world. If their mental break gets bad enough, they'll start stripping and everything. It's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so now we're having the information about plants starting to die off. Basically, as the cold air has now gotten fully a hold of the plants out here, the ones that can't tolerate the cold are going to start dying off. That's basically what's happening. So, I mean, they weren't going to be harvestable anyways because it's too cold for them to grow at all. As you can see, if you click on one of them, you can see their growth rate, their growth amount, and it tells you it's too cold for them to grow. Yeah, I know. We really need to start getting defenses set up really badly. I don't know what to do because we're so shy on resources right now. I mean, we could set up embrasures. We could do it with wood and set up wooden embrasures as a wall, basically, around us, which would help. I guess we can do that. Let me see here. We're gonna have so many problems though because of that stupid mud that we have everywhere. Yeah, see, it's just ugh. It's gonna be terrible. Terrible. It's like I've built everywhere that it's possible for me to build. Let me see. I think I can if I set those up to deconstruct. I've got a little bit of an idea here. I think that might work. I can set up. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put the embrasure right here. Oop, didn't mean to do that one. So the embrasure is basically it's a wall with a hole in it that can be shot through. So if I set the embrasures up like that, and the colonists are on this side of it, and somebody's down here on this side of it, the colonists can shoot through it and hit the person that's on the other side. The problem with the embrasures is that the enemies can also fire through the embrasure. So, yeah. So I think we'll do that. They'll build the sandbags right here and the embrasures right here. And then I'll put one of the doors like what? Oh, it's probably because that thing is already there. Let me do that. There we go. Okay, so that way there's a door that the colonists can walk through, but then the enemies would have to beat their way through it before they can come through it. So I'm going to try to do that here elsewhere. Just kind of let's just set up walls everywhere that we can, so that the people can have at least some defense. And again, we're going to have to deal with this stupid mud. Ugh, everywhere. Jeez. Oh, what a pain in my butt. I totally made a mistake building here. That's marshy soil. They can't build there either. Oh my goodness. Really? Come on. I think maybe after wintertime is done, it might actually be a more effective idea to move into a different place on the map or something, because this is just too much of a pain. Oh, you know what I could do? Let me see here. Hold on. that could work. Let me see. Could I lay concrete down there? No. No, I can't. Shoot. So what I can do in the research area, one of the researchable things is soil reclamation. What am I currently researching? Does anybody remember? Yeah, I'm currently researching the storage. The storage, yeah, that's what it is. The storage crates. I'm about a quarter of the way through it. I'm going to set those to be done next. And if nothing else, I'll build what I can and hope for the best. If I can give myself at least a little bit more defensible positions, we might be okay if we get attacked again. I'll tell you what, actually, I'm going to do that and that. That way there's some embrasure there. Sorry, guys. I know it's maybe kind of boring to just watch people building here, but, you know, we got to kind of try to do what we can do. See, people are just going to be able to walk right on through us here. Let me see. Can I just delete that part of the grow zones? Yeah, I can. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to delete those parts of the grow zones. I know it's going to cut us down a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, this is just going to look cheesy as hell, but kind of got to do what I got to do, really. Frickin' marshy soil everywhere again. Okay, so let's figure out, we're going to put a couple of embrasures here. We'll do another couple of them here. I know we're not going to have enough wood for all this yet. Gonna have to cut down some more trees, I think. Jeez, just cut right into that damn grow zone. What's growing here anyway? Potato. Oh well, we get plenty of potatoes as it is, and I can always set up another grow zone elsewhere here in a few. There we go. Okay, so then let's go ahead and set up a couple of sandbag areas around here as well. So again, the sandbags, they help to give the colonists some cover, so that they can kind of duck behind it and shoot. And we're definitely going to be cutting into our grow zones. Oh well, that's okay. It is what it is. So we'll go ahead and let some time pass here and let them get stuff built. Yeah, if I had enough room without all this marshiness that's going on here, if I had enough room, I would actually set up like a kill zone for the enemies. But there's just not really much room for it right now. Yeah, I can always set up one of the areas somewhere, like build an area somewhere for hydroponics. In fact, I love doing hydroponics as kind of like one of the earlier stage things, and that's one of the things I love playing on in a mountain area. I actually set up like big hydroponics areas on the inside of the mountain. So for those of you guys just tuning in, this is Rimworld. It's a very fun game. It's available on Steam. It's a lot of fun to play. It's not that easy sometimes, but it is definitely a fun one. And we definitely are having power issues. As you can see, we're starting to lose power. It's because I set up some lights in these areas elsewhere. I've now officially losing power. It's just draining. Also, Maverick is at extreme break rest. What is your problem now, Maverick? Seriously, what is your problem now? He's uncomfortable. He's got an ugly environment. He's joy deprived. He had to butcher the human person. That's one of his problems. And then he's rebuffed by Young, which means that he's been trying to start a romantic relationship with Young, but she keeps telling him no. So he's getting pretty depressed about it.
Son just like tea. You don't want it, don't shove it down their throat.
So they're feeling a little joy deprived right now. Understandable. I destroyed their joy item earlier and forgot to replace it, so they're kind of all joy deprived. We'll have him rebuild another one here and get that taken care of. So I got to figure out where can I put another generator. Now, actually, it might be more effective if we do a turbine as opposed to one of these wood-fired generators. Let me see here. Did I give myself much room? I did, yeah. I could put the generator right there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go ahead and mark a generator there. Yes. They're all dying from the cold. Oh, an escape pod came down and I didn't even notice it. Whoever it was apparently is dead. They're nowhere to be found. Either they got up and walked away on their own, or they died and I just didn't even know that they were there. Oops. Sorry, dude, whoever you were. A rare pack of thrumbos are now wandering into the area. So it's kind of too bad that we don't have the walls set up quite yet. The embracers set up quite yet, or do we? It looks like we actually do, don't we? Thrumbos are really, really worth the meat. Like, really a lot of meat. And their leather is really nice too. I don't know. Let me see here. I don't think I can actually get a door built here before the thrumbo leaves the area. Okay, so that got completed. Is the thrumbo still here? Yes. Okay, so we're going to try this. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but we're going to try this. Maverick needs to grab one of these guns. Should I put the large machine gun on him? I'm thinking that might be a good idea. He's a pretty good shot, isn't he? If I remember right. Yeah, he's not too bad. Okay. So Young, I'm going to have Young try to intercept the thrumbo. Can you do it, Young? Are you going to be able to get there on time? Maybe. Okay. Now I'm going to have her beat ass all the way over here. And everybody's going to come behind the wall. Let's hope this works. I don't know. Hopefully. Come on, guys. Did they complete the embrasures in time? No? Where's the embrasures? Didn't they complete them? Oh no, I didn't put the embrasures on this side. What? Oh, it's up here. There we go. So the reason why I did it that way is because thrombos are really, really, really deadly. Like, really deadly. So, I had them come behind, stay behind the wall and fire through the embrasure because that thrumbo would have ripped their butts apart. Like, big time. Would have ripped them apart. So, yeah. And we're being raided. Oh no, a pack of man-hunting timber wolves have entered the area. Man-hunting timber wolves, huh? How many are there? Oh, good Lord. That's a lot of timber wolves. Okay, well. Clay, do you? Yeah, you got at least a moderate amount of shooting. I'll put a gun on you. He's currently disarmed, so I'm gonna put him to work. So these timber wolves, they're gonna start coming in here, like running directly to our zone. I'm not sure which side of the zone they're gonna be on, but yeah. We gotta go ahead and get these guys back into combat mode again. Where are they? No, I don't want to move over there. No, 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 no. Bad Ira. Bad click. Bad click. Okay, there they are. They're coming up there. Okay, so we can move. Oh, they're coming from down below. Great. Where are you guys going? There we go. If nothing else, this will be really good for the meat. Put that timber wolf out of its misery. That should be it, right? That was all of them. think so. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. So let's go ahead and have Clay haul this thrumbo. No, don't consume it. What are you doing? Why are you trying to consume it instead of store it?
Maybe he has the munchies.
Well, there's room to store it. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, well, you guys are in poor moods because you're hungry and all that kind of good jazz. What are you... Oh, they're deconstructing the tailoring thing there. I'll get them figured out here. Yeah, we'll definitely make use of that meat that those wolves provided. And once that thrumbo gets brought in here, it'll be really good as well. I don't know why it's set to consume, though. It's just, that's really weird. Oh, I see why. It's because it's I know why. The corpse was forbidden. That's why they weren't hauling it. I think it's going to be the same with these dogs over here, too, isn't it? I'll just unforbid everything, and that way they can start doing the hauling. I knew something was wrong. I'm like, I don't get it. Why is it not actually doing it? I think if I remember right, the thrumbo is worth like 480 meat by itself. Like, that's how much meat it's got. 490. Yeah, so it's worth 490 meat. That's just a huge amount of meat that it's going to give, and that's going to last us a long time. So I feel good. I feel good that we're a little bit more defensible now. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable. I'm not as worried about it at the moment. They need to finish this. Oh, they did finish this. Oh, I need to run the power supply over to the rest of the facility so that it can start making use of this power. Let's do this. There we go. I'm going to have him cut down these trees too, because the windmill is getting blocked by the trees that are in the way there. So I got to have them chop these trees down too. Somewhere. Which tree? Oh, it's probably these on this side. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, at least then it'll start. It should provide at least a little bit of power. Oh God, what now? A geologist contacts us on the radio. Oh, okay, so that's one of those quest things again. Again, we're not even close to ready for that kind of thing right now. I'm gonna go ahead and prioritize harvesting these trees because the windmill needs to get freed a little bit. It's really cold outside. Winter has now officially begun. That's the message that just popped up. So winter is now officially here, and yes, all the rest of the plants are going to start going the way of the dodo. At least with the power problems during the winter time, I don't have to worry as much about the freezer losing power. But yeah, as you can see now, the battery is getting charged a little bit here and there when the wind starts blowing. But it's still kind of blocked by these trees here. So a squirrel has become tame. So we now officially have a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. Thank you for joining our colony. If need be, I guess I can slaughter you later. Which willow tree is blocking this thing still? What the hell tree is there? Oh, I've got it set to harvest, don't I? Why is it not? Oh, that's really weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, well, I'll prioritize that. We really need to get the power settled, so there we go. Now it should be free. Yeah, now it's not blocked by anything, so it's going to go ahead and do its own thing. But of course, we're not getting a whole lot of wind. Which figures? Which figures? These guys need to start refueling these things over here, too. Get to work, people. Thank you. All right, so that should be enough. Yeah, now it's enough. The batteries are starting to charge, which means that we'll be able to have full power again. Make use of the power. That needs to be hauled. As does that. And that. And that. Okay, cool. So let's set up some other production stuff down here. And of course, as soon as I say that, something comes up. A large meteorite has struck the ground in the area. It has left behind a lump of compacted steel. Well, that'll be helpful. I can go ahead and set these guys up to mine that out. So that happens once in a while. You get like a meteor drop or something like that. It basically can randomly drop any kind of resource, plasteel, limestone, granite, whatever. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to set up some other production tables over here. So I'm going to set up a sculpture table. I guess we'll put that right here. We've got the tailoring bench there right now. Stone cutter. I guess we can set that right there like that. That'll work. We do have the research bench going on right now. The manager. Yeah, I can... I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to set up a manager table over here. That'll work. It's one of the mods that I have. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. I think that'll do for the moment as far as other production items go. Well, I'm going to do a loom as well. I'll tell you guys why for the loom here in a moment. In the resources that we have a whole bunch of different leather available to us. All these different things are different types of leather. So we have 4 of that type, 37 or whatever it is of that type, 38 of that, So when they go to build clothing in the tailoring area, they will try. Oh, now we got a tame raccoon. They will try to use whatever they have the most of. So whatever leather or whatever they have the most of, they will make use of. But if they don't have enough, they'll skip it. So I have in the mods that I have, one of them is it adds this tailoring loom, and you can set it to blend leathers. So what it'll do is it'll take all of the different pieces of leather here and there. The squirrel is starving. I'm going to set the squirrel up actually to be slaughtered, so because we really don't need to try to feed that animal right now. I'm going to do the same with the hare. So we're going to set the hare up to slaughter. And yeah, we'll do the same with the raccoon as well. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh, the blended leathers. So at the loom, the leathers can all be blended together into one type of leather called blended leather, which is available to be used on different tailoring items. So it sort of takes all those leathers and it combines them into one resource type, and that way it's a bigger pool for the tailors to grab things from and work through. So Clay is pigging out on food. He's having a mental break. He's pigging out on food, and it's because we butchered a human. That's what set him off. So I knew ahead of time that butchering the human being was going to give these guys like a bad mood. And it looks like it's going to be lasting for another at least 1 day and 5 hours for people. So that's okay, though. He's just picking out on food. He's not doing anything too major. It's not like we don't have plenty of food around. We could set the squirrel up to find some nuts, yeah. Hey, Breeze, welcome. So we're playing Rimworld. You guys could pick it up for yourselves if you're interested in the game. It's a really fun game. You guys can grab it on Steam. It's not too expensive. You know, it's definitely a worthwhile game to play. I have a great time with it, and I think you guys probably would too. Okay, so now we have two problems that are coming up all at once. What are our problems? Okay, so one of the moons on the planet has orbited in front of the sun, and eclipse has begun. So that's not really going to affect us right now. That would have an impact on us if we had solar panels, and that's what we relied on our power for, because then the suns would block out the moons would block out the sunlight. Not too worried about that. Clay is still stuck over here in the dining room, pigging out on food. So this raid hopefully is not going to too much impact him. So we have the mindless whales once again. They're arriving in drop pods and attacking immediately. So they're going to come down in their drop pods here. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, boys and girls. He has an auto pistol. Pump shotgun. Auto pistol. A revolver. Auto pistol. Hardwood shiv, that's okay. And a revolver. So, overall, they have mostly short-range weapons going on right now. I'm not sure where they're going to come in and attack us from, like which side. But they're going to have to enter into one of our little kill areas here first, no matter what. So I'm going to bring my guys over there, and that way I can shift them to wherever they need to go. Now I've lost track of the darn guys. Oh, they're there. Okay. So which direction are they coming? Okay, so they're coming in from this up here. So I'm gonna bring. Nope. I'm gonna bring these two right there. Let's bring these two right here for right now, just to make sure of what they're doing. He's trying to break through the wall. And they're catching things on fire. All right, so let's bring you two there. Let's bring you two right there. They should start firing at that guy here, like, real quick. Oh, no, they killed Maverick. Oh, he got shot in the head. They destroyed his brain. We have now officially lost Maverick. Oh, we are now going to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, boy. He was one of our major guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, they're breaking through. This could be it for the Roughnecks. This could be it for the Roughnecks. Oh, they're downing everybody. Oh, no. They're going to kidnap who they can and leave. Who are they kidnapping? Oh, they're kidnapping Cell. Oh, oh no. And they're going to just destroy their way through here. You bastards. And Cell died from blood loss before she got taken away. Cowboy is having a mental break because Cell died and Cell was his master. So now Cowboy is having a mental break. He's having a breakdown. He's become a manhunter. And he's going to kill Clay. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, what a way for the Roughnecks to end. Oh, jeez. I think Clay is going to be the only one left. Because Furco is right now currently dying. Furco just got kidnapped off the map. Clay is literally the only one left. Okay. No, Omar, I wouldn't have been able to move the dog away. Once they go into a mental break, you lose any kind of control over whatever pawn that is. So if it's a colonist or if it's an animal or anything like that, you lose complete control over anything relating to them. So, guys, I'm going to say that this definitely is an ignoble end to the Roughnecks. Clay the bodyguard is the only one that's left out of this whole place. And yeah, he's currently in the midst of dying as well. So Winter has claimed the Roughnecks in one way or another. It was an ignoble end, but it is what it is. The Roughnecks have come to an end. How pitiful, how sad, how fitting. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. Let's go ahead because we're definitely, we've ended this particular colony. We're really bad ending, to say the least. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I didn't plan on quitting this early, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start a new colony. from the get-go. Let's just go ahead and start a new colony. Let's see what happens. The Roughnecks Redux. So let me see. A seed for a world. Let's see if we can get some people from the chat room. What do you think of as a good seed for the world? This would be the randomly generating name that is for it. And now I don't really want to go back to a saved game. I'd rather go ahead and start a new fresh colony there, Daryl. We did a lot of things badly with that colony that could have really taken care of our problems from the get-go. But that's okay. That's how this game goes sometimes. Sometimes you just get hit in a random place that you can't do a whole lot with, and you're sort of stuck with it. So, we lived. Yeah, there we go. There's a good one. So we'll do that one. We lived. And we'll just generate a new world here and pick a new colony spot. I think this time we're going to do a mountain and see if we can find a place that has a mountain and a river in it so we can still do the fishing in it, but also still make use of the protection that the mountains can bring to us and the better resource accumulation and that kind of thing. We're going to try to do it in a temperate forest again. I just prefer the temperate forests. I like how they work. So there's this actually right here would probably be a really good start. This is a mountain area in a temperate forest with sandstone and granite. Granite is great because it's the hardest stone substance that's in the world. So if we built the embrasures and that kind of thing out of granite blocks, it would hold up better than wooden embrasures, for instance. And it has a pretty decent grow length here. Could grow almost year round with this particular place. I think we got lucky just by clicking on the first one. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Settlements cannot be adjacent to each other. Oh, I didn't even see there was a settlement right there. Well, no wonder it was a good place. Okay, well, let's do this. Temperate forest. How's the terrain and stuff there? Okay, well, see, I don't really like being that close to another place. But if we do it on this side of the impassable zone, they're not going to be able to get through easily. So sandstone and marble, that's not bad. We can use that. A little bit of a shorter grow length of time, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think we'll do that one. So we'll start off there, and we're going to do the prepare carefully so that we can pick and choose, how we want to do things. And I'm going to go with the same thing that I did before. We have the Roughnecks Redux. They're the same characters that we started off with last time. So Maverick will be there, Cell will be there, Young will be there, and Furco will be there. So we'll go ahead and start off just kind of right away, just kind of dive right back on into it and start as if nothing happened. Nothing happened. Everybody's mind has been erased. We are fine. There is nothing wrong. Everything is great. Everything is good. Mother is wise. Mother is the way. And for those of you guys that get the reference to that particular game I was just quoting, you get a couple of points extra. So, okay, let's see what we've got going on here. So we've got a large amount of mountainous area that we can definitely make use of. And yes, there's the nice little river running through here. That's good. That's good. It's definitely a nice big zone. I think right here would be the perfect place for us to make use of. Or right here. Like right in this zone here. What is that? That's this is all sandstone here. So I could actually start off with us digging right into the mountain here and setting up our colony inside of the mountain. And then setting up our grow zones and all of that kind of stuff out here. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that'd be a good idea to do? Let's get your thoughts with that. I personally think it would be because I think that we could set up the embrasures and that kind of thing right here across the front and make it a really nice defensible area. I should check though too. Is there any geothermal spots nearby? Because we definitely want to make use of that kind of thing if we can. If not, if they're too far away, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not really seeing any though. I don't know. What do you guys think? We can do it like either right here or right in this zone right here and make it even more of a defensible area. That might actually be more effective. And then come down in here and do our grow zones in this area right here. It might even be more effective to do it this way and just kind of come up here into the mountain area. So I guess A or B. Which one you want to do? A or B? Kind of the little lighter colored area here or the darker colored area here? Going into the marble or sandstone, essentially. Yeah, I could always grow indoors, exactly. Do A? That's what I'm thinking too. I think A might actually be a better choice because I can just build the wall right here, right in front of this whole zone, and then they'd have to come through here. And I could kind of make even this whole area right here into one big kill zone later on with turrets and everything up in there. I think we'll do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get things started then. I need to get these guys loaded up with their guns that they dropped with. So we'll just equip the weapons here. We have a dog named Purple. There we go. And then I'm going to come into this command right here and unforbid everything that's on the map. That way, if there's any steel or silver or whatever that's sitting around on the map, they'll go ahead and collect that as they do. So okay, let's just go ahead and start doing this right. I'm gonna kind of square this off up in here just for my own sanity. Otherwise, it's going to kind of look terrible and drive me nuts. So we'll do that. So we should have a couple of... Oh, wait. I have to set that. See, we're starting it off fresh, so I got to restart all the priorities and stuff here. This is like one of the only real pain in the butt parts of the game where you have to kind of come back in and set up your priorities and stuff after you start a new colony. Gonna have her doctor and her doctor. I've got them both set on priority 1 just in case. That way if one of them goes down, the other one can come and take care of things. Hill Warden and negotiate. I'm going to have her handle. We'll set those as the high priority mining right now. Set that for managing for later. I'm going to go ahead and put Maverick as the primary cook and her for number 2 on cook. And then, yeah, we'll have them all construct. They're all really good at constructing, so we'll have that ready to go. Okay, so I guess better do this too. Although I don't have any storage areas to haul anything into yet, I will eventually have everything done. So, okay, they're going to come up here and dig at the marble. Young, what was Young set as? Young was the Didn't mean to actually click on her. Okay, Young was the primary hunter. So we're going to have her hunt, and then Furco, what are you doing right now? You're not really doing anything. Okay, let's have you set on plant cut, and I'll start harvesting some of the trees here, and then she should go and do some of the trees. So we'll just kind of do that whole zone free of trees. Oh, there's a piece of the ship there. Is there anything else laying around shipwise? A couple of hunks maybe here and there. Yeah, okay. We'll set that to deconstruct then. Okay, so come on up here and start mining. They're going to deconstruct. Oh, somebody's got space sickness. Okay, good. So they're ripping through that mining here pretty quickly. That's good. Okay, good. All right, so now let's figure out a plan as far as mining into the interior. I'm just going to kind of come straight up here, just a little ways. And then to simplify things for myself, let's see. Over here looks like it's going to be a bigger grow zone than what I can make use of up here or over here. So I'm going to set up the area right here for raw food resources. So I'm going to put that right there. All right, so I'm gonna make them go ahead and go there for a second and get to work on that. So as one comes up here and the other one can get free, they'll come over here and start mining. Good boy. Maverick did not die an ignoble death. That has been erased from the memory. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to also have them come over this way, and we're going to start setting up some of their rooms over here. See, there's a little free area there. Little small cave that he uncovered here, so we can make use of that here in a few minutes. So they struck steel. That's good. We can get that mined out. I'm pretty happy with how this this spot is. You know, this particular map is actually really decent. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, what I'm going to do for right now, I'm going to set up a zone. Just as a temporary thing, I'm going to set up a storage zone right here, just to dump everything into. That's still open from the last game that we played. Wait, the last game didn't exist. We didn't exist. Yeah, so I'm just going to set it up basically for everything for the moment. That way they'll start dragging stuff up here and not have to walk as far to go get the food and that kind of thing until we can get everything all set up here. But they're sleeping right now. So I got to wait until the daylight comes along before I can really do much of anything else. So if you guys want to check out any of the archives of any of the shows that I do, don't forget that they're all available on my website, openeyesnetwork.com, as well as here on YouTube at youtube.com/C/openeyesnetwork. If you guys hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification icon, you will get notified when we come out with a new show or when we go live with one of these Let's Plays or another video or something along those lines. Also, if you want to check out any of the books that I write, I do have books that I've written. I am an author, so if you guys want to check that out, you can go to my website, originalworlds.com. I would love for you guys to check that out too. So I'm going to go ahead and designate this area up here to be mine, because as you can see, there's still some compacted steel right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and have them do that. We'll just fill out the a bigger food area, basically. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, he's got even more up there too. Boy, not bad. Not bad. Okay, I'm going to pause it here for a moment. So what I'm going to do, see, we've got this little cave thing right here. So what I'm going to do is sort of make use of that. I'm going to designate this really nice big wide space. This is going to be a combined dining room as well as a like an entertainment room. You know what? Actually, I think it'd look cooler if we did it this way here. I know. I'm a little vain. Let's do that. Because we've got all this mountain to play with. Why not make use of it, right? Gonna be a nice, big, wide area. Kind of hate making the food area this big, because that means I'm going to have to put in at least 3 coolers. But that's okay, I guess. Oh, geez, there's compacted machinery there too, isn't it? Oh, no, that's sandstone. Never mind. Cool. Okay. So with this big ass thing right here, I'm gonna come this way a little bit further. I'm gonna put their bedrooms over in this area. But with it getting dark, it's a little bit hard for me to see. Three by five. Little entrance there. Little entrance there. A tunnel coming up that way. Little entrance there. Little entrance there. We're just kind of like laying out the, equal on both sides. And that way nobody's like jealous of anybody else's room, because they're all going to have equal rooms. Because they will get jealous of it and cause problems. Yes, I know. We need defenses. We need beds. We need a meat source. Or meal source, sorry. It's helpful, too, to kind of, spread out a wing like this, just so that you can explore what's around and make sure there's nothing, like, crazy that you're missing or anything like that. Yeah, so this is going to be a nice big room that we can have as sort of a central dining room, meeting area, entertainment area, all kinds of stuff we can put just right here in this room. Oh boy, they got plasteel now. Where did they find the plasteel? Oh, I see. It's right there. They're messing with my rotation, man. That plasteel takes a long time to mine through, I'll tell you. It really does. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far. I'm having a good old time with this game, even though we lost really badly on that last one. It's still a lot of fun. Okay, so visitors have arrived at the colony from the southeast. They are afraid to enter our territory for the following reasons. No guest beds. If we send them away, they will stay in the area and come back later. We don't have any beds. We can't ensure that they will have beds, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to go ahead and send them away. We are going to build beds here in just a moment, but I didn't want to piss everybody else off at first, that kind of thing. Let me see. I like things to be symmetrical, so I have to kind of look at things oddly that way, just because of the way my eyes work. So put that there. We'll put that there. I think, is this a possibility? Let me see. Yes. Okay, good. So one of the mods that I have is it replaces walls that are in existence with other walls, and you don't have to, like right now we're in this cave, and everything is made out of stone. So if we wanted to replace these walls with wooden walls, for instance, we would actually have to tear down the walls first and then rebuild another structure like out of wood on top of it. And that gets to be a real pain in the butt to do. But with that mod that I have, it actually makes it so that it will tear it down automatically and rebuild it with a different thing. So you don't have to designate one and then designate the other and just kind of like do that pain in the butt kind of stuff. It just simplifies things a lot. Yeah, we're going to be definitely a lot better in the rocks, I think. This area is going to be so much more defensible compared to the area that we were in before. And with all that marsh and muck and everything that we had going on, it was like we were so limited on what we could do. I kind of knew it was going to be a fail to begin with when I started noticing all of that, happening, just from experience's sake. Okay, so these guys want to give the faction a name and want to name our community. So these are the suggestions that it's giving. So I think our faction should be Roughnecks Redux. And so what do we want to call this particular community? Let's get the community feedback on it. What do you guys think it should be named? Any suggestions? If not, I'll come up with something out of my butt. But let's see. Rockville. I like that. James, you got it. Rockville. That'll work. That will work. Okay, so we are now in the community known as Rockville. We're the Roughnecks Redux. So I think they've been kind of hauling stuff up here, which makes things a lot easier. Having the stuff spread all over hell and breakfast doesn't really help us out a lot. Yeah, I know we're got low food we're going on right now. We've got 10 packaged meals right now. I think what I'm gonna do actually here, let me designate something because we don't have the grow zones going yet. We'll take care of that here in a moment. But we can harvest some of the plants that I already have available. So we'll kind of designate some of the surrounding area here to be harvested. And those guys that are doing the plant cutting, they can come along here and grab some stuff. So they'll probably grab like berries and mushrooms and that kind of stuff. So yeah, right there's one of the no, I'm sorry, I thought that was a steam geyser there for a second. Okay, so that should be good enough at least for the moment. Kind of everybody's mining at the moment. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I don't have everybody set to mine. Oh, I see. It's because they were mining out the walls to switch the wall over. That's what it was. I was like, wait a minute, why are they doing that? That's kind of weird. Oh, okay, so we have a local squirrel that has gone crazy. The night the squirrel went crazy. What's that one song by Ray Stevens? The Squirrel Revival. But that person is like really sucky at mining. You can hear it. There we go. Got a couple of the others coming into mine now. Sorry if my vaping is a little loud. I keep forgetting to mute myself when I hit the vape. And this is a brand new mod that I got. It's actually pretty a new mod and a new tank, and it's kind of a little bit louder than the one that I'm used to using. So the main reason why I'm replacing these walls here with the wood ones instead of the stone is because I need to build the cooling units and that kind of thing. So you can't build those into straight stone. You actually have to have it in a structure that you build. So, okay, summer has begun officially. Now, I'm hoping... Let me see here. I don't want those guys plant cutting. I do want those two plant cutting. We definitely need to set up our grow zones here, but I don't want to. I mean, I want them. I want the one to go out and harvest. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and set up the grow zones because we really, with the summer starting now, we really need to get the grow zones going because we're gonna run out of grow time here pretty soon. I usually set up my grow zones to be 9x9. I found that doing it that way, yes, you end up with like a really huge overabundance of food. That one's going to be taken up. I think I'll just do that one with heel root. Anyways, it takes a long time for it to for them to sow everything and for it to grow. But once the harvests start coming in, I mean, you get so much resources that it's good to turn around and sell and you know, you can make use of it in other kind of ways. Then let me see here. I'm just going to designate this big zone up here for cotton because again we're going to need it. And let's see. We'll make this one. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do wheat there. Do some cotton. The touch, the feel of cotton. The fabric of our lives. So we're going to leave that one potatoes. We're going to put that into corn. We'll do this one as rice. The rice will come in first, as it usually does. We'll do this one as heel root. We don't need a whole lot of heel root, but heel root is definitely important. Once you start running out of the medicines that you start the game with, not having heel root is a really big problem. Let's see. Okay, I'll have that one be corn. We'll have another one of potatoes. And I think we'll do another one with rice. At least until we learn some of the other plants that are available to grow. That'll be good for a start. So. And Daryl, you had to wash the loss off your body. That's funny. But we didn't lose. That never happened, Daryl. See we're right here. We've been here the whole time. This is the colony that we've always had. The other thing never existed. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, so they finished roofing that area. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna you know what? I still need to mine out a little bit here. Okay, let's do this. We're going to set this room. Yeah, we'll just make it into a nice big room. We're going to put this as the kitchen. And then, and do I want it to be there? Not really. Not really. I'm not satisfied with it. Okay, I'll just leave it as it is. That'll be fine. We have refrigerators that we can use. And these are for like the final meals. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. We're going to set the refrigerators right there like this. Have a nice big grouping of 3 of them there. And the kitchen is going to be used to, make the food. And then over here in the refrigerators is where we're going to store the final food products. So this will just be for meals. We'll have to run power up into this zone here in a few minutes, but I kind of wanted to build the kitchen area first, because then what I'm going to do is take care of whatever this is. A heat wave. Okay, so we have an unusual heat wave hitting. Not too worried about it. It should be okay. So as an offshoot of the kitchen area here, I'm going to build another nice big room. Let's see. Yeah, that should be plenty big. This is going to be our power room. Nice, there's compacted machinery right there. I know we're going to need quite a bit of power here at the beginning because we're going to set up all kinds of crap. So I'm going to set up the power generators up there, and then a couple of batteries right here. And did they ever finish that? Yeah, they did. So I'm going to go ahead and build another bed up there for whoever is in that room, which apparently has become the doggy sleeping room. All the animals are in there. That's pretty funny. So we need to put doors here and there. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the animal sleeping area, like, I don't know, right in here, I guess. We'll just put it like that. Okay, so I'm going to need to restructure these walls so that I can run the power wires through them. That should do it right like that. And I guess while I'm here, I'll go ahead and do it on the bedrooms over here too, because they'll start freaking out about how ugly the rock wall is. I don't want to sleep with a rock wall. What's your problem, boss? There we go. They should be a little bit happier, but they'll still be kind of pissed off about having the rock floors and that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm cutting into the mountain right now, Daryl. As you can see right here is the entry to everything here. So, yeah, kind of going straight up into the mountain. Rocking the world. Let's see. I can't do much of anything with the power at the moment because they need to build those walls over there. I can't run a power wire through just a rock wall very well. Alrighty, well, we got two things that are going on here. Maverick and Furco have come together and are now lovers. Oh, well, interesting. Okay, well, that's good, actually, because that's going to save us some trouble later. I'm going to have that bed set to be uninstalled. You'll see why here in just a second. But we also have a raid, our first official raid. They're going to prepare for a while. These are the Nutty Crushers. The Nutty Crushers is the faction. Okay. So the Nutty Crushers have arrived nearby. They're going to prepare for a while and then attack. They're all the way down here. It's one guy. He's got a knife and a leather t-shirt, and he's otherwise running around naked. Nope, she. So it's a female who's just got a t-shirt on, and otherwise she's butt naked. She's actually spawned really close by. That's helpful to know because a lot of times when raids happen, they usually come from about the same areas on the map, and if she spawned right here, that's a pretty good indicator of how things are going to go. So in fact, if that's how things go, we might actually have a really easier time of the defenses, because as you can see, any raid that happens from this side right here, they're going to have to go through this little pass right here and then come all the way up the river here and then up into our defendable area here. So they're actually going to have to make quite a bit of an effort before even getting to us. And that's not a bad thing because they're going to wear themselves out getting that distance. So, yeah, I'm kind of feeling like a caveman there, Daryl. Yeah, doing it into the rocks like that is really good for defensive purposes. That's why I like playing on the mountain maps. Oh, so okay, we've got a roof collapse that's happening because it's too far away from any support. We're okay with that at the moment. We're gonna have to kind of remine that area out, but let me. It's good to know that happened. We've got a little bit of roof support that we can add in here. Usually that doesn't happen with mountains, but it's because they kind of tore through those walls already. It happens. But we'll have to set that to be mined out again. Luckily, nobody actually got hurt. That happens sometimes. If a collapse happens like that, they can get hurt. Major breakfast, huh? Why are they having a major one? Oh, probably because they're running around in the dark and stuff. Oh, I know why. It's because he's a night owl and he's working in the daytime. I bet you that's what his problem is. Nope. It's because he got too pissed off because everybody was not wanting to be with him. So he got rebuffed by Furco, but now he's happy because he's got her as a lover. But he wants to sleep with Furco. He wants some lovin'. And he hasn't got his lovin'. So he's kind of upset about it. That's okay. That attack should be coming here in just a moment. Yep, there it goes. Okay, so we'll go ahead and designate everybody to be drafted. We'll bring them right here, and we'll see how this goes. So let's watch the enemy here. Where did they go? Oh boy, they're really cruising. They're hauling ass. So yep, see they got to run through that river first, and then they got to come up through that area, up into our zone, and totally get owned. So that works. I'm not even going to worry about capturing them or anything like that because we don't have the resources available right now to try to take care of it. So they're going to die. There's no real option with them. Well, I could capture Daryl. I could capture her, but the problem with that is I don't have a prison set up right now, and it would take time to build it. By the time I got it actually built, she'd be dead. So she's dead either way. Is basically what it comes down to. Yeah, she's pretty crappy all around either way anyway, so nah, I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. Okay, so I'm setting the bed to be uninstalled. And then I'm going to make a new bed, a double bed, because Furco and Maverick can sleep together in the same room. So that one nice thing about them getting married or becoming lovers, they'll sleep in the same bed, and then you can basically, now we've got another bedroom that's freed up for if we get another colonist coming in. We don't have to worry about setting them up a room. So I'm going to set the owners of this bed to Maverick and Furco, and that way nobody else can come in and take the bed over and try to sleep in it. So, okay, let's see. We've got this area here is now kind of prepped and ready to go for the most part here. Okay, the heat wave is over. That's good. That's good. Didn't too much impact us, but sometimes they can become a real big problem. Real big problem. So we're going to run some power lines around. Run them over here to the bedrooms. Go up that way, go down that way, come across here, come up there. And then we'll just do this. It's not going to be the most gorgeous, but it'll work. And then we need to set up doors everywhere, making sure that everything is kind of closed off from each other. Select the kitchen here, that room there, and yeah, nope, there's no door. Oh, they're building the door there right now. That's fine. There we go. So, technically, I kind of messed up a little bit with the setup here. So, Caravan is coming in. They are a slaver from the White Crag Amalgamation. They might have something to trade. They probably have like a slave that they're carting with them that they want us to buy, but we don't. We don't have any money right now, so nah, not worried about that one, not at all. Just setting up lights here and there so that we can not be stuck in the darkness constantly. But Father, I like the darkness. So we're going to undesignate the meals out of this area along with the foods, the raw foods and that kind of thing. We're going to also undesignate the medicines and the drugs for right now. And no plant matter. And no corpses. Because we're going to set up a new stockpile area up here that's dedicated just to that. The same idea that we did before with the raw foods and all of that going into one zone. So we'll make sure everything is unselected. We're going to select foods. We're going to do the plant matter and the medicines and drugs we're going to put in here for right now. And then we are going to also need a door right in between here. I forgot to replace the door that got destroyed there. Okay, so now we can put in the butcher table and the cooking facilities up in here. Let's see. We're going to put... you know what? Actually, I'm not going to put the butcher table right there. Well, no. It'll be fine there, actually, yeah. Need the stove. That'll go there. We'll put the food prep table right there. Did I get it all? I think I did. Yeah, that'll do at least for now. Visitors have arrived. They are afraid to enter our territory for the following reasons. No guest beds. Nope. Well, sorry. No room at the inn. No room at the inn. They need to get to building these things here so we can start making use of stuff. And we're going to start... Yeah, see, we're starving already. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We're going to have to start doing this really big time here. We're going to start designating things to be hunted. These are males, right? Yeah. I'm going to keep the females around and one of the males of each of the species. That way they have the ability to breed. I'm not going to kill any of the pregnant ones either. Again, for breeding purposes, so. Lots of male ibexes running around. There's a mega sloth. That's tempting, but it's a female. Couple of muffalo. Like I said, as long as there's at least one male around, they should come together and mate. Lots of squirrels. Lots of squirrels. There we go. That way we can go ahead and designate people to hunt, because right now, yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. We're starving. So we actually need to get to hunting before anything, because these guys didn't go out and do much harvesting of the foods. There probably wasn't much available to harvest. Here, Furco, I'm going to go ahead and have you finish building that. I know I'm waking you up in the middle of your sleep. That way I can go ahead and set this up for butchering. Also going to need to make the kibble for the critters. So we'll do it until there's at least, I don't know. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, goodness, what do we got now? A Muffalo. Oh, okay, so the Muffalo revenge is basically what it comes down to. He's coming at my hunter because he got hit. Oh, I see. All of them are coming after the hunter. Oh my. Oh boy. Are we already in trouble? Oh man, we're already in trouble. Oh boy. Oh, that's terrible. Can we recover? Can somebody recover, please? Oh, goodness. Don't tell me this game's going to end already on this horrible, horrible note. You see how this game goes sometimes, guys? This is how it goes sometimes in Rimworld. And the people are leaving. They're not even going to rescue us. They're just like, yeah, screw you people. We have to wait until something happens, whether or not we're dead or whatever, recover. Well, Purple is pregnant. I guess that's the one good note out of all of this. Damn buffalo indeed. Severe illness. Who Furco? Yeah, Furco is extreme malnutrition. We're gonna die before we of starvation before we die of blood loss or something here. Need a doctor? Yeah. Do you think we need a doctor right now? I think we need a doctor right now. Yes. Yes, indeed. What an ignoble way to end. Oh my goodness. Well, that's how things go sometimes in Rimworld, folks. That is how it goes. The Roughnecks Redux lasted less than one season before they came to a final and glorious end. With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and duck out of here. I will be back again tomorrow evening to play some more. I'm not sure if we'll do Rimworld or what we're going to end up doing, but I will be back tomorrow evening to play some more with you guys. If you guys want to tune in for that, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit the notification icon so that you guys can get notified of when we come out with something brand new. Yeah, maybe next time around, things will not go as ingloriously as they did here. If you guys want to check out the archives of my shows, they're over at openeyesnetwork.com. And if you wanted to go to my author website with all of my books and free stories and all of that kind of great stuff, make sure you guys head over to originalworlds.com. And until next time, we will leave the Rednecks Redux to their shameful end. Until next time, keep safe, have fun, and thanks as always for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon.